Well, well, darlings, grab that whiskey and get cozy, because the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour is fixing to get downright sinful. This weekly 2-hour shindig is serving up spicy takes, devilish charm, and a wink or two that'll make your mama blush. Well, we're stirring up trouble, spilling the tea, and turning up the heat. So port strong, sit tight, and let's get naughty. Only on Sonic Scout Radio.
I've been looking for something, I've been feeling the strain, but nothing, oh nothing's ever gonna change. I've been walking in circles, searching for your face, but I can't help but wonder the days left going under my name. Look in the daylight, I can search in the rain, 'cause I always go out looking for something that be cooking more pain. We've been riding this train, the view through the window seems the same. Another year older, a little more gray. The man in the mirror fades away. Living life through a bottle, people come and they go. For certain, you got to love the people you know. But love is hard and love is strange. It brings you joy, it brings you pain, but when it comes you keep it, 'cause no one wants a loving in vain. We've been riding this train, seems the same. Another year older, a little more gray. The man in the mirror fades away. I'm just looking for some change, for tomorrow's front page, for the day when I get some change.
Chugga, choo-choo. Ready to hop off the Soulful Express of South Fork? Born in the heart of the COVID era, this band electrified quiet times with their bold electric sound and a southern spirit that's larger than life. Their song, Train, it sure was a high-octane ride, blending gritty riffs with unmistakable southern swagger. So buckle up as we let the South Fork take you away on another journey.
no lies, with no disguise, left it all up to me. But I've got no regrets, 'cause it's all been said, and I'm finally free. I guess what's said is said, 'cause you got it in your head to tell me your lies. So I leave you here to cry, leave you to wonder why I said goodbye. Yeah, like waking up from a daydream. Finally, I can see through your disguise. Yeah, but not this time. Yeah, not this time. I got nothing left. I gave it my best. I wound up wrong. Gonna cut these ties, 'cause I paid the price. Now I'm gone. I guess what's done is done, 'cause I'm not the only one to cut you down to size. So I'll hit the ground and run, I'll find another one. Baby, goodbye. Yeah, like waking up from a daydream. Finally, I can see through your disguise. Yeah, but not this time. No, not this time.
Felt vibes of Not This Time by South Fork, pulling at those heartstrings with their signature alt country soul. They're on Instagram under South Fork Music. Now let's kick up the energy with a track that'll get you moving. Here's American Mile with Wiggle for Me, right here on the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour.
Moonshine, cold sweat, coolers, ice down, midtown, hoedown, boots on, keys in, roadhead season. About time to cash line, girl, you look so fine. Light up the night like a ton of tannerite when you wiggle like a worm on a hook. Wiggle like a worm, go down the street, shake it like a tree in the Georgia breeze. Take it to the floor, she's a redneck queen. When you wiggle. Swimming in the swamp, shaking that stage with a barnyard stomp. Wiggle or not, we ain't never gonna stop with the wiggle. Wiggle for me. Cold slide, cheap weed, my girl's mom hates me. Peeled out in the driveway, fingers out my way. Wailing, whining, your girl start hollering. Watch me get down, two-step, throw down. Light up the night like a ton of tannerite when you wiggle like a worm on a hook. Wiggle like a worm floating down the street, shaking like a tree in the Georgia breeze. Take it to the floor, she's a redneck queen. When you wiggle, wiggle like a snake swimming in the swamp, shaking that stage with a barnyard stomp. Wiggle all night, we ain't never gonna stop with the wiggle.
This is Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour on Sonic Scout Radio, and I'm Suki Blaze. Remember to follow me on social at Suki Blaze Radio, because I'm serving up tunes so catchy that even the cows start two-stepping.
She's not gone, the torch and the fire, shining bright on the eastern sea. We fought too hard to lose the American dream.
was the Rowdy Rowdy Anthem by American Mile, bringing that country rock fire to get us all charged up. Want to keep up with those boys? Follow American Mile on social media under American Mile and check for their tour schedule. They're hitting up like an incredible 400 venues a year. So you know they're bringing the party everywhere they go. Now let's shift gears with a soulful vibe of Devin Elizabeth, Like a Sign, right here on the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour.
Placed in your head, now my time is fading. What have you learned from all those stupid men? What's gonna happen when he leaves you again? So take your belongings and don't lose touch. The devil's coming to eat you out. Sleep, little girl, try not to cry. The pain don't last, it leaves you like a sigh. Like a sigh. If you only know what his lies could make you do, leave you broken, your soul in two. Stare blankly into the sky, sit alone and wonder why he had so much to hide. So take your belongings and don't lose touch. The devil's coming to eat you out. Sleep, little girl, try not to cry. The pain on this, it leaves you like a. Take your belongings and don't lose touch. The devil's here to keep you out. Sleep, little girl, try not to cry. The pain on this, it leaves you like a sigh. Like a sigh.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Suki Blaze from the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour and one of the voices behind Sonic Scout Radio, where we're hell-bent on lifting up indie country artists who got something real to say. For nearly 3 decades, I've been scouting out raw talent, those bangers and ballads and genre-busting anthems that the big labels simply just ignore. This ain't no corporate playlist. We're a rebel-hearted platform for you, the independent artist. Here's the deal. Send me your best tracks for consideration on my show. And if you get picked, every spin gets tracked by Shazam, logged in for ASCAP and BMI, so your royalties are locked in tight. No ghost streams here, just real listeners worldwide. Reach out to me, Suki Blaze Radio, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or email me directly at sukiblaze@sonicscoutradio.com, and I am your AR connection to the Sonic team. Forget about TikTok and Insta and Facebook pushing fake streams. We're about genuine support, trusted curations, and real fans. No bots and no bull. So save your money on those socials, submit your track, and let's get your music to the world. Send me your hits once again at Suki Blaze at sonicscoutradio.com and check us out online, sonicscoutradio.com, and join the rebellion.
Tenderness, I really could use a little kindness. I really could use a little happiness. Can you help me out? Can you help me out? Sitting in the sand at the washout. Sky turns red, surfers ride out. Suddenly it hits me, yes, to think about. I've been around the world, had plenty of time to grow. But when I found you, baby, I found my home. I really could use a little tenderness. I really could use a little kindness. I really could use a little happiness. Can you help me out? Can you help me out? Driving up the coast to Georgetown. Thinking about the times we laid it down. 17, so serene, thought I had it figured out. Oh, I've been around the world, yeah, had plenty of time to grow. But when I found you, baby, I found my home. Tenderness, I really could use a little kindness. I really could use a little happiness. Can you help me out? Can you help me out? I really could use a little tenderness. I really could use a little kindness. I really could use a little happiness. Can you help me out?
All right, Rebels, it's time to ignite Artist Circle on Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour. I'm Suki Blaze, and every week we're slinging the hottest indie country artists burning up the scene. These are renegades crafting raw, heart-pounding tracks that big labels just can't touch, bangers and ballads that will rattle your soul. Get ready to meet this week's fire starter, drop in truth and taking names. Crank it up and let's dive in. Thank you for joining me in the Artist Circle. You know, I'm Suki Blaze, Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour, and so grateful that you're here. I know I've been following you on the socials, and I just love what you guys are doing.
Thank you for having us, Suki. So we are Shakedown Strings. We are from Kansas City, Missouri, and we play Grateful Dead songs. Even though we are a new group, our first show was 3 years and a couple months ago. And now I am sitting in a cabin in Talkeetna, Alaska, having just played. Today we're traveling on to Palmer, Alaska, and from there, a few other places here in the 49th state.
Okay, let me get this straight, because a couple of days ago we were chit-chatting, and you were heading from one venue back to Kansas City, if I recall correctly. And
Yes.
somehow you went from Kansas City all the way to Alaska? Am I getting that correct?
You are correct. So when we spoke, we'd played shows all around the great state of Colorado, and then we're traveling back home. We drove to Colorado, we drove back to Kansas City, Missouri, and we're there for 2 days. We flew then to Anchorage.
who I am. Hey, come on, come and take my hand. Whole lot of shaking all over this land. If I was an eagle, I'd dress like a duck. Hung like a lizard and hung like a truck. If I had a notion, I'd climb that tree and chop it down. And you can't stop me. Oh, chop it down and you can't stop me. Ooh, freedom. Ooh, liberty. Oh, leave me alone to find my own way home. To find my own way home. I went to the well, but the water was dry. Dipped my bucket in the clear blue sky. Looked down in the bottom, and what did I see? Whole damn world looking back at me. If I was a bottle, I'd spill for love. Sake of mercy, I would kill for love. If I was a liar, I'd lie for love. Sake of my baby, I'd die for love. Sake of my baby, I'd die for love. Ooh, freedom. Ooh, liberty. Oh, leave me alone to find my own way home. To find my own way home. I'm gonna find my own way home.
I mean, how long have you guys been doing the road show kind of thing? Like,
Well, about a year and a half ago, asked to come to Las Vegas for the first Sphere residency. We played basically events surrounding Sphere. And so from there, we then immediately after that had a small Colorado tour that we booked. Trucking, I got my chips cashed in. I keep trucking like the doodah man. Together, more or less in line. Just keep trucking. Oh, Arizona, flashing monkeys on Main Street. Chicago, New York, Detroit, it's all the same street. Your typical city involved in your typical daydream. Oh, hang it up and see what tomorrow brings. Dallas, got a soft machine. Houston, you're close to New Orleans. New York, got the ways and means and just won't let you be. Oh no. Well, most of the cats that you meet on the street speaking true love. Most of the time they're sitting there crying at home. Oh, one of these days they know they're better get going.
isn't the same. Living in reds of vitamin C and cocaine. All a friend can say is ain't it a shame. Trucking up to Buffalo, I've been thinking you got to mellow slow. It takes time, you pick a place to go, just keep trucking. Stealing and staring out of the hotel window. Got a chip looking to keep the door in again. I'd like to get to sleep before I travel, but if you got a warrant, I guess you're gonna come in. Busted down a Bourbon Street, set up like a bowling pin. Knocked out, it gets to wearing thin. It just won't let you be. Oh no. Because you're hanging around and you like to travel. You get tired of traveling, you want to settle down. I guess they can't revoke your soul for trying. You get out of the door and let it look around. Sometimes the lights are shining on me. Other times I can barely see. Lately it occurs to me what a long, strange trip it's been. Trucking, I'm a going home. Whoa, whoa, baby, back where I belong. Back home, sit down and patch my bones and get back trucking. Oh, hang out, get back trucking on. Woo! Hang out, get back trucking on. Wow!
We're going to California.
About that, because
Of
California
course.
so excited to have you here, especially because the Grateful Dead connection. It's very, very organic to California, especially the Bay Area and up north, where you're going to be playing out here soon.
Drop that weeping willow, cry, cry, cry. Top clouds I cover above clear blue sky. Tears cry for that woman, gonna cut you big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. She tore me up every time I heard her draw that southern drawl. Well, I heard my dream, went back downstream, converted in Davenport. Then I followed you, big river, where do you call? I But you big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Down to St. Louis, River Queen, roll on. Take that woman down to New Orleans, New Orleans. I gave up, cause I had enough. I follow my blues on down to the goal. She loves you, big river, more than me. Thought that we'd been with her and cry, cry, cry. Cloud the clouds that cover up a clear blue sky. Tears and cry for that woman. Gonna touch you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Down to Baton Rouge, later on down the river. Trader says she been here, but she gone, Lord, she gone. Well, I followed her down to Memphis, but she just got off the bus. Raised a few eyebrows and she went on down the line. I thought that we'd been with Lord and cry, cry, cry. Count the clouds like papa of a clear blue sky. Tears cry for that woman, gonna cut you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I'm gonna sit right here until I die.
And we had people here when we came here in January that literally went to every single show. So we try to keep it fresh every single night, and we'll do the same thing as we travel through California.
Is there one song that you love in particular that you guys play?
Oh, good question. Is there one song? I don't know. I mean, each. I don't think of it in those terms, and I'm sorry I don't have a great answer for that. I do enjoy. I'll be honest with you. From me personally, as an artist, I never wanted to play the music with Grateful Dead because it is the most covered band in history, right? And so, as an artist, why would I want to do something that everyone else is doing? That gives me no passion. But I do feel what we are doing is different.
silly. Winds don't blow. Winds don't blow. I'm going where those silly winds don't blow. Blow away, Adam. She's been trouble all my life, running out in the cold, rain and snow, rain and running out in the cold, rain and rain and snow. Thank you all very much. Welcome to the second set.
Hey y'all, this is Suki Blaze, your outlaw guide on Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour. Got dreams of riding the airwaves? Well, aspiring artists, shoot me your best tracks. Just email me, sukiblaze@sonicscoutradio.com. That's right, that's sukiblaze@sonicscoutradio.com for a chance to shine on the global stage. Let's keep that country fire burning.
Some call me a rock star, some say I'm a bar hop, a whiskey sipping hippie that should get a job. Some say I'm a sinner, a backwoods rebel. I never settled down, son of a gun, ride a guitar picker that has nowhere but everywhere to go. I'm born to chase the sun, so just hum along if you're one of us. If you ever had a dream, something to save, I'll set free. If you're a busted lip, never quit, risk it all, son bitch, you're a lot like me. Break your bend your strings and you beat your keys, chase that neon dream till your fingers bleed. Sing all night and ride all day, another town, another stage, just trying to get paid. You're pretty apart, real good at breaking hearts when you're one of us. from a bar hop, a whiskey sipping hippie that should get a job.
That was The Soulful
Yeah, right.
One of Us by Shane Dwight, blending that bluesy country heart with that signature grit. Well, keep up with him on socials at Shane Dwight Music for the latest on his electrifying performances. Now let's settle up for another one of his rowdy rides. Here's Shane Dwight with Cowgirls, cranking up the honky-tonk vibe only on the Whisky Rebellion.
Friday night, my baby likes to drink. Runs around in my t-shirt with dirty little feet. She likes it rough, my baby's tough. She's throwing back the hot stuff, y'all. My cowgirl. First thing in the morning, it's chores at dawn. She works them ponies all day long. Saturday night gone, it's back to town. Try to drink of water, she's throwing down. My cowgirl. Well, she's a rebel, yeah, raising here, probably knock you out, son. Oh, I love the sun. And cowgirls, where's my cowgirls? Suicide. That decent picture might be hard to feed, but that little driver, she's got all this cowboy need. My cowgirl. Where's my cowgirl? My cowgirl. Come Friday night, my baby likes to drink. Runs around in my t-shirt with dirty little feet. She likes it rough, my baby's tough. She's throwing back the hot stuff, y'all. My cowgirl. Well, she's a rebel, yeah, raising here, probably knock you out, son. I love the South. And cowgirls.
This is Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour on Sonic Scout Radio, and I'm Suki Blaze. Remember to follow me on social at Suki Blaze Radio, because I'm serving up tunes so catchy that even the cows start two-stepping. Okay, you wild-hearted rebels, we're slamming the brakes on Hour 1 of the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour on Sonic Scout Radio. I'm Suki Blaze, a 3-decade outlaw scouting the roughest backroads of the country music scene, unearthing indie artists who bleed raw passion into every twang and holler. We've been torching the airwaves with boot-stomping anthems and heart-crushing ballads that feel like a late-night dive bar showdown. But don't even think about switching stations. Hour 2 is barreling down like a dust-choked stampede, bringing more unfiltered rebel-fueled country to rattle your bones and fire up your soul. So grab a fresh whiskey, kick the dirt off your heels, and brace for another round of pure, untamed chaos. Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour got more grit coming your way. Let's keep that renegade train rolling full speed. All right, outlaws, this is it. Sonic Scout Radio is live, and I am your faithful host, Suki Blaze. I'm a 3-decade veteran of living and breathing the country music scene, and welcome to my new home at Sonic Scout Radio. I've been scouting real talent for nearly my entire life, and now we're unleashing the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour, 2 hours of untamed indie country from soulful ballads to boot-stomping beats. No corporate playlists here, just artists with fire in their hearts, singing the truth about life, love, and heartbreak until the cows come home. I look forward to many laughs and good times together. Thank you for choosing me to grow with, and I am sincerely honored. Now that I got that off my chest, let's focus on what's really important. Like making country music, well, country music again. Grab a whiskey, kick up some dust, and enjoy the ride. And I am your cowgirl to champion the rebels and shake the industry to its cores. Now, let's roll.
It's you and me getting down, making every second count. We do what we gotta do when push comes to shove. It ain't like we don't know how to fool around. But Lord knows I'm a hard man to love. And I think it might be dangerous. 'Cause all my friends know I fly so low, but you're a damn good ride. I can't be your only fight though, but I can stay a while. And it's the last time till the next time you drive me wild. It's you and me and a little bit of Jose Cuervo, and we gotta be moving on 'cause there's no dinero. It ain't like we can't go a few more rounds, but we both know who's born to wear this crown. 'Cause all my friends know I fly so low, but you're a damn good ride. I can't be your only fight though, but I can stay a while. And it's the last time till the next time you drive me wild, drive me wild. It's you and me and a little bit of cocaine. Your racing heart just fits me like a glove, and I can't seem to get you off my brain. Ain't nobody said anything about love. Ain't nobody said anything about love. Ain't nobody said a damn thing about love. 'Cause all my friends know I fly so low, but you're a damn good ride. I can't be your only vibe though, but I can stay tonight. And it's the last time, it's the last time you drive me wild.
That was Don Stalling with Wild, a track that burns with a kind of raw, unpolished truth this Beaumont, Texas native is known for. Growing up under those big Texas skies, Don was shaped by the storytelling power of music, watching his uncle command the stage and hold a crowd in the palm of his hand. That influence runs deep in his work. Songs that just don't play, they pull you into the moment. And speaking of moments, let's roll into another one of Don's core memories, Painted Tracks, with the song The Truck Song, right now on the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour.
The dashboard's cracked from 20 years of sunlight. Even a good thing can wear you down. More paint peels off with every trip to town, but this thing gets around. And I may be cussing 'cause that engine light came on, but this old Cheyenne ain't ever done me wrong. So light it up and hit the gas. We ain't going nowhere fast. This thing won't break 60, but girl, you can ride with me. It got me to school, and it got me to work. It even got me girls. The clutch might stick, and the wheels got too much play. Yeah, it's seen better days. But man, I'm telling you, it's something with this bench seat. 'Cause them girls like to slide across and kiss me. So light it up and hit the gas. We ain't going nowhere fast. This thing won't break 60, but girl, you can ride with me. We'll burn the rubber on the blacktop like a 16-year-old trying to show his girl that he's pissed off at the world. Just a truck. To me it's all the memories I can squeeze into a 1500 short bed. So light it up and hit the gas. We ain't going nowhere fast. This thing won't break 60, but girl, you can ride with me. We'll burn the rubber on the blacktop like a 16-year-old trying to show his girl that he's pissed off at the world. The dashboard's cracked from 20 years of sunlight.
Grit to Grace, that was The Truck Song by Don Stalling, a track that drives straight to the heart of this Beaumont, Texas storyteller, fusing the soul of country with the raw vulnerability of the early 2000s indie rock. Don's music hits like a memory you didn't know you had. With 3 albums of hard-hitting stories, he's one to watch for sure. So give him a follow at Don Stalling on all social media platforms. Well, let's keep that vibe rolling, shall we? Sunday is up next.
Any other Sunday evening, I'd be hanging you out to dry. can tell by that look in your eyes. And I've seen that red dress before, that good night skin tight thing on the floor. But any other Sunday evening I'd be hanging you out to dry. But hell no high water, I'll be at your door tonight. And any little indication that they're gonna set me free, Lord have mercy, you don't want nothing to do with me. You knew that I'd come back around. I swear it's only me and you in this town. But I don't fill them glasses to the brim. Another late night, oh my, here we go again. But any other Sunday evening I'd be hanging you out to dry. But hell no high water, I'll be at your door tonight. And any little indication that they're gonna set me free, Lord have mercy, you don't want nothing to do with me. Well, girl, there's some lessons we don't seem to ever learn. I bet my bottom dollar you come back around when it's your turn. But any other Sunday evening I'd be hanging you out to dry. But hell, high water, I'll be at your door tonight. And any little indication that they're gonna set me free, Lord have mercy, you don't want nothing to do with me. Oh, nothing to do with me. Mercy, oh yeah. Oh Lord have mercy.
That was Sunday by Don Stalling. Serving up raw heart like only he can. This guy grew up stealing stage secrets from his uncle, spinning lyrics that will slap you with memories you didn't even know you owned. Well, be sure to follow him on social and his slick moves at Don Stalling. Now brace for burger. It's a tasty jam, and we're coming in hot.
She's got a picture up of him at her place, while he keeps the Whataburger numbers they don't take. Yeah, they're just like all the farm kids you know. She's brushing with charcoal and he's chewing tobacco. She's got their wedding already planned out, while he's slamming keystones at Jeremy's house. She's thinking, he's thinking it's somebody else. So she wakes him up at midnight like that's gonna help. She's hitting him with all kinds of questions and concerns. She's rolling him over, he's thinking he just wants a burger. She's been on his ass to go get a job at some point, but she makes pretty good tips at the Mexican joint. She thinks he's funny, yeah, and he likes to make jokes, and he gets along pretty dang good with her folks. Her anxiety and his liberties just line right up. She's got a card for medication that he smokes for recreation. She's thinking, he's thinking it's somebody else. So she wakes him up at midnight like that's gonna help. She's hitting him with all kinds of questions and concerns. She's rolling him over, he's thinking he just wants a burger. He's thinking of somebody else. So she bottles it up all day like that's gonna help. Before he falls asleep, she's hitting him with threats and accusations, and he's buried in a football field of misinformation. She's giving him another round of questions and concerns, but there's nothing in his brain for her to learn, and he just wants a burger. Yeah, he just wants a burger.
That was Dawn Stallings' song Burger. Sizzling with raw, soul-stirring tales that hook you hard. This guy soaked up stage magic, tailing his uncle, crafting lyrics, and boy, he's painting the deepest of memories in vivid colors. Well, be sure to follow him once again, Dawn Stalling, on all social platforms. That's STALLING. Now we're diving into Gabe King's Ocean Outlaws. And don't miss part 2 of our artist circle with Rick from the Shakedown Strings. Up next, here only on Sonic Scout Radio and the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour.
Where the sun meets the sea. Mom and dad did the best, but I moved out at 15. With salt in my hair and fire in my soul, I learned to survive and I learned how to grow. With a yearning heart under sherbert skies, we were rolling like thunder, me and the guys. But with the wind on my back, I felt so free and outlaw. Yeah, that's what I wanted to be. We were the ocean's outlaws, born on the tide, sipping a six-pack on the waves we'd ride. From the mangrove trails to the dim lit streets, we found our freedom, yeah, we made our peace out here, where the horizon meets the sea. Florida's west coast is wild, and baby, so are we. Swimming on the brackish bay, where the fresh meets the salt and the gators play. Chasing the storms for our shelter from calm, hurricane parties and Irish car bombs. Life was simpler then, I was a simple to me, but from chains of the fast life I couldn't break free. We were the ocean's outlaws, born on the tide, sipping a six-pack on the waves we'd ride. Through the mangrove trails and the coral reefs, we found our freedom, yeah, we made our peace out here, where the horizon meets the sea. Florida's west coast is wild, baby, so are we. Late nights on the parking lot lights, sipping on Ezra, getting in fights. The ocean whispers secrets and lies, and the few who survived, we had to learn how to thrive. Now I've wandered far from that shore, but my heart stays there forevermore. A part of me still roams those waves. With an outlaw spirit, I was born to be brave. We were the ocean's outlaws, born on the tide, sipping a six-pack on the waves we ride. Through the mangrove trails and the coral reef, baby, so are we. The ocean's outlaws, it's still who we are. Drifting where the wind blew, guided by stars. Some of us have fallen to the powerful waves, and some of us are still here waiting to be saved.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour, where we spin the raw, real heart of country music. I am your host, Suki Blaze, and for nearly 3 decades, I've lived and breathed this sound, and scouting for fresh talent and celebrating artists who craft their own stories. Forget about big label noise. We are here for soulful sounds and genuine vibes. Grab a drink, settle in, and let's kick up some dust with the best in independent country on Sonic Scout Radio.
As hard as it seemed, could you go on chasing your dream? Or would the slack in your line break the cords at a tie to the only light you'll ever see? Like the thread hanging over a flame, will your dreams stand the heat of each day? Or will it temper your face and wither your fate till the burning you felt fades away? Will I die alone with a song, with no one singing along, with a hook in my mouth and a verse in my heart, my songs in my ashes in a cute little jar? The sea don't mean nothing to no one but me. I've tried so hard to break free from the bars and chains holding me, but this music inside has anything but die. Now it tears me apart at the seam. I try and keep myself sane and ignore the subject of pain, but like the splinter inside makes me whimper and ride till I pull out this guitar again. Will I die alone with my song, with no one verse in my heart, but my songs in my ashes in a cute little jar? Spread them out over the sea. Don't mean nothing to no one but me. All I ever wanted was to give you my songs and feel that you felt them as you'd sing along. I hope that it moves you the way that it means something to someone like me. Will I die alone with my song, with no one singing along, with a hook in my mouth and a verse in my heart, but my songs in my ashes in a cute little jar, and spread them out over the sea? Don't mean nothing to no one but me. Thousands of songs that I've made that will never see the light of the day. The long sleepless nights filled with struggles and fights, and in years that have all slipped away.
Well, y'all, hold on to your hats because we're fixing to crank up the excitement over here. Our friend Rick from the Shakedown Strings is slinging some serious heat. Boy, that guy has some energy to light up a honky-tonk. Him and his band just do such a fabulous job. Be sure to follow them at Shakedown Strings on Facebook and Instagram and keep an eye on their tour dates because they're popping up faster than a jackrabbit on a hot tin roof. Well, stay tuned because this is going to be a rip-roaring time. All right, Rebels, it's time to ignite Artist Circle on Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour. I'm Suki Blaze, and every week we're slinging the hottest indie country artists burning up the scene. These are renegades crafting raw, heart-pounding tracks that big labels just can't touch, bangers and ballads that will rattle your soul. Get ready to meet this week's fire starter, drop in truth and taking names. Crank it up and let's dive in.
I do feel what we are doing is different. And that is something I can very much get behind. And I think we have something unique to offer.
Right. Well, obviously you do, and people are hearing that. And tell us a little bit about your socials. How can folks find you?
At Shakedown Strings is our Instagram. At Shakedown Strings is our Facebook. We have a YouTube channel if you want to see some little snippets and performances. We actually have a full set up there from when we were down in Arizona at Grateful Festival. Yeah, it was fun. I met a guy, Adam, our violin player. He knew him, but the artist at large is a guy named Arthur Lee Land, and so he played on a few tunes with us. It was really fun getting to know him. Anywho, and then really all of the information you need to know about what it is we're doing is on our website, shakedownstrings.com.
And is there a way people can purchase a CD? I mean, I know people are all into MP3s now and whatnot, but do you guys?
We have a few tracks that are streaming. We're working on getting a recording going. We've started that project. We don't have anything physical to purchase in terms of music, but we have merchandise you can order from our website with shirts and stickers and all that stuff.
My time coming any day, don't worry about me, no. It's been so long I felt this way, time sure passing slow. Rain goes in down the highway, but ocean breezes blow. My time coming, voices say, they tell me where to go. Don't worry about me, no, don't worry about me, no. tell me so. Rainbows end down that highway where ocean breezes blow. My time coming, voices say they tell me where to go. Don't worry about me, no, no, don't worry about me, no. 'Cause I'm in no hurry, no, 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 I know where to go. California, prophet on the burning shore. California, I'll be knocking on the golden door. Like an angel, standing in a shaft of light, rising up to paradise. You know I'm gonna shine. And you've all been asleep, you will not believe me. Voices telling me you will soon receive me. And standing on the beach, the sea will part before me. And you will follow me, and we will rise in glory. And I'll come out there and speak the same. My word fill the sky with flames. My glory gonna be my name. And then you light my way. My time coming any day. Don't worry about me, no. It's gonna be just like they say. Their voices tell me so. In the afternoon, streets turn gray, and I watch the clouds below. My time coming any day. Don't worry about me, no. Don't worry about me. No, no, don't worry about me, no. 'Cause I'm in no hurry. No, 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 I know where to go.
So there is obviously bluegrass elements. There's jazz elements. There's folk elements. To me, I just call it jam grass. We're just playing these tunes and just having a dang good time doing it.
Well, you guys certainly look like it, and it doesn't seem like it's out of your scope of influence because you guys are just natural to it, which is so phenomenal. I'm so glad you're coming out to California and really hitting the heart of that genre. And I mean, whoever booked that part of the tour was spot on. Yeah. I mean, that was just, I don't know, you couldn't have picked a better start.
Okay, well, that's great.
Goodness, are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I mean, the cities are hard. Like there's a lot of events going on, so it's hard to promote there. But how could I pass it up? Like we had one opportunity fall through. The Hotel Utah contacted me now almost 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, yes, let's do it. So we're doing whatever we can.
Right. Is there an opportunity if other venues say, hey, can we pick you up?
Yeah. Well, at this point, we're booked. Like we have no more holes in that schedule.
That's a great problem to have, right?
I'm thrilled to death. I can't believe it, and I'm just so excited
Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. This old engine makes it on time. Leave Central Station about 8:45. At Trouble Junction, 72 at 9:45. You know it's driving again. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Trouble ahead, oh lady in red. Take my advice, you'll be better off dead. Switch my sleeping train, 102 is on the wrong track and headed for you. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Trouble with you is the trouble with me. Got 2 good eyes, but you still don't see. Come round up and you know it's the air when the fumble screams and the engine just leaves. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train, high on cocaine.
California, I think you're going to be so well embraced. Like, there are so many deadheads out here,
Cool.
right? And they're also kind of like within our age bracket too. So they'll have such a great appreciation, and they're fun and funky group. You probably see everybody from like young people to like people like that are really living the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody in that movement somehow lives forever, and I appreciate that. I hope we're so
Right.
too, right?
Cool.
Yeah, so you're going to be so warmly embraced. So let's talk about your tour in California. By
So
May.
we'll travel there a week from Tuesday. We travel in on the 5th of August, and our first show is the 6th. It's down in La Honda at Applejack's. So that's where our trail begins, and then we'll be in San Francisco on the 7th at Hotel Utah. And this was a last minute addition to our schedule, so I'm hoping that we can garner some folks to come out in San Francisco. Yeah, that's Thursday night the 7th, and then the next day we'll be playing at Dead on the Creek Festival up in Laytonville, basically the far northern part of Mendocino County. So then from there we'll be there for Friday. On Saturday we'll be in Redway at the Braswell Bar and Grill, and then that's like right in the heart of the redwoods. And then our tour will conclude on the Sunday up in Arcata.
Down, running aground, blind in the light of the interstate cars, passing me by, the buses and semis, lunging like stones from a slingshot on Mars. But I'm here by the road, bound to the low, been picked up in 10,000 cafes and bars. Along with the rush of the drivers that won't pick me up. The highway, the moon, the clouds and the stars. Black-throated wind keeps on pouring in with its words of a life where nothing is new. Mother American night, a words from the vine. Oh, I'm drowning in you. I left St. Louis, city of blue. In the midst of a storm I'd most rather forget. I tried to pretend it came to an end, 'cause you were the woman I once thought I'd met. But I can't deny, oh, the times are gone by. I never had doubts or thoughts of regret. But I was a man when all this began, who never think twice about being there yet. Black-throated wind, whisper and sing, speaking of life that passes like dew. Forced me to see you've done better by me, better by me than I've done by you. What's to be found? Racing around, you carry your pain wherever you go. under the blues, trying to lose. You ain't gonna learn what you don't wanna know. So I give you my highs and all of their lies. Please help them to learn as well as to see. Capture a glance, oh, and make it dance. Looking at you, looking at me. Black-throated wind keeps on pouring in with its words of a lie that could almost be true. On Mother American night, here comes the light. Turn it around, that's what I'm gonna do. You've done better by me than I've done by you. Turn it around, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm drowning in you. Turn it around, turn it around. Turn it around, that's what I'm gonna do.
How does this work out? We got this kind of bluegrass, Grateful Dead, like that's what attracted me to you. I was like, wait, I have to go and check this out. And I was like, and you know, being a gal from the Bay Area, I'm just like, I felt like I was home. Really cool. So keep on, you know, keeping those wheels turning. I mean, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I know you guys are going to have great success in California. And
How did you hear about us, Suki? I'm so curious.
yeah, I mean, just through socials. I was just like,
Cool.
you know, looking at, you know, I go through so many people like send me their music, number one.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm going through socials. I'm just kind of flickering through. That's how I found y'all. It
This is
just really
amazing.
stood out to me. And I'm like, I have to contact these folks.
Well, I really appreciate doing this. And I've been talking about this particular point for a while now. You know, as I've grown as a musician throughout my career, I've sort of seen this happen. It still very much does matter where you live as being an artist. Like New York is a big deal, Nashville, LA, these places, they do matter. But over time, the internet is sort of making this greater democracy. And the cream, it gets found. It literally does rise to the top. And it to me, it doesn't matter quite as much where you live anymore. If you're doing something cool, people seem to find it. I've been talking about this to other people, but somehow I guess it just came into being, and I feel like that's starting to happen to us, and just people are finding it. And I think it's quite a phenomenon and quite an age in which we're living in, you know?
For sure. And sometimes I'll get artists coming from Portugal, obviously Canada and Mexico, but like we get a lot of, you know, folks in Europe. London is a big base to draw for us too. And I was like, wow, like it always, when I see the numbers come out, when I see like the different areas that are being, you know, reached, I'm just like, and it's phenomenal. And a lot of times, because I have a drinking class of listeners, they always send me their pictures of their drinks in hand and whatnot, because they're a rowdy bunch. And they'll be like, hey, this is, you know, here they are in, was it New Zealand? It's like Australia.
Crazy.
It's like, wow, like I had no idea when I embarked on this project, because I'm a 30-year veteran in media.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, like I've never had that kind of reach, was a real, true global reach. Yeah, I mean.
That is just truly incredible. What a time to be alive and experience this.
Exactly. And that's why, you know, being somebody that has always worked with Clear Channel and all the big names out there, it's just so nice to be untethered from that corporate restrictions of things, right?
Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, congratulations.
And indie artists is where my passion started. And it's finally nice to come back where I can focus on it again. You know, it's just the place to be because people are done with the corporate nightmare.
Looking for a chateau, 21 rooms, but one will do. Looking for a chateau, 21 rooms, but one will do. I don't wanna buy it, I just wanna rent it for an hour or two. Been an old mistake, walking down the street today. I made an old mistake, walking down the street today. Didn't wanna be mean about it, but I didn't have one good word to say. West LA fade away. West LA fade away. Little red light on the highway, big green light on the speedway. I had a steady job, hauling items for the mall. I had a steady job, hauling items for the mall. The pay was pathetic. It's a shame them boys couldn't be more copacetic. I need a West LA girl. Already know what I need to know. I need a West LA girl. Already know what I need to know. Name, address, and phone number. Just how far to go. West LA fade away. West LA fade away. Little red light on the highway, big green light on the speedway.
Well, y'all, this tiny little thing with the black hair, brown eyes is signing off for now from the Whisky Rebellion Happy Hour. We rode hard through 2 hours of outlaw country tunes, sending that global vibration from Monterey to New York to Italy and Japan and every wild trail in between on Sonic Scout Radio. But don't you fret, this Rebel's back in next week with more raw, soulful sounds. So keep that fire burning and follow me online at Suki Blaze Radio on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Until then, keep your whiskey close and your heart closer.